stuff heated. Any type of heat on something usually ruins it. It's getting too hot. Yeah, it's peeling right off. All right, we're almost got it off. Let's get just a tiny bit more heat on here. There we go. Okay, I can salvage all these magnets off of here. Magnets are going to be pretty sticky, but we can still save them, so that's not a big deal. Oops. Magnets always clean up, and there's one hidden in here someplace. I know it. I can feel it. You're in here somewhere. There he is on this side. Let's see if we can cut him to freedom. I do not, magnets aren't cheap, so never like to lose them if you can save them. Okay, there we go. Got rid of that. All right, so what I'm going to do is cut a piece of foam that's going to fit on here, and it's approximately this size here. This is approximately the size that it needs to be. And I think right in back of me, I've got some extra foam here. So we'll put that over here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be an okay pattern to use. And we can always trim it down too once we get what the pattern needs to be. Hope everybody's having a creative week, being able to build something, make something, create something. It's always a good week when you can do that. You know, as I'm talking here, I still think I need to do who's the guy who did the Happy Trees? Bob Beal or something like that. Bob with the happy trees and the painting. We're just gonna make a happy little cut here on this foam. Yeah, there it goes. What a nice little piece of foam. Yeah, we're just gonna cut it just like that. There we go. We got a little bit excess, but we'll just trim that off. It's not a big deal. We're gonna trim the bottom part here now. Just all make this nice and smooth and even across here. Yeah, we just want everybody to enjoy their creative ability. Gonna make it like a Zen garden in here. And now we're gonna sand it down a little bit. It's always better to sand before you do anything else. Let's see if this is going to fit across here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Now the problem is here, I made some indents here. Do I really need to fill those in? Not really sure if I should fill those in or not. Maybe I should. I don't know. They're about the size of the magnets. I suppose I could. I suppose so. So I might even have a different thing for the creative corner today. So these are all PVC pipes here, and yeah, they work. So this is kind of a cool way if you've never done this before, in order to cut circles out of things, is with PVC pipe. So one of my good friends, MK, who's one of the admins on this channel, she just hit 500 followers. Super excited for her. And she's going to do a 8 or 12 hour or something like that stream coming up here. And so I definitely want to catch parts of that. May not catch it all, but it'll be fun. I'm really happy for her that she got to 500. That's great. So this is in an inside hole of this PVC pipe here. And I just put it on and twist it. And it comes out with this cool little hole, little roundy round thing. And I can put that in there, but I'm thinking this is like a 4 mil. I wonder if a 2 mil would work better, just to fill in that hole. If I have some 2 mil foam around here, I probably do. Yeah. So maybe I'll do it with 2 mil. That'll at least fill it in a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll help at least fill it in so there won't be a gap there or something. I'll put some glue on it here in a minute. I think I need to redo that PVC pipe so it's a little bit sharper. Ooh, that one's a little bit thicker. I'll use a thicker one on that one there. Although it's a little bit too big. I'm just gonna kind of carve this down a little bit here so it fits in the hole better. I don't know how big that one is. That one looks a little deep too. Let's try this one here. Again, it's a little too big. So I'll just trim this down a little bit. I'm not making these very exact for circles because they're just kind of space fillers here. Nobody's going to see them. They're just so there's not a big gap under the foam when I put it on. That'll work. Alright, let's put a little glue on this guy's holes in place here. Oh, I forgot to take those magnets off. Huh. Should do that too. Little glue here. Little glue here. Little glue here. Alright. Little glue here. Just a little bit of happy glue. Little bit of glue on this one. And some glue on this one here. Everybody just needs a little bit of glue. Everybody needs a little bit of glue and a little bit of heat. think I put a little too much glue inside this. I'm going to take some of it out. You gotta be careful with contact cement. You do not want to over glue anything. I mean, if you over glue it, it's just going to end up to be a sticky mess, and it's not going to glue anything. Oh, why don't I glue this whole thing while I'm at it? I'm going to dry it all. Oh, because I have to put the other pieces on first. Okay, so we'll do that. Just going to stick this in here. Stick this guy in here. Stick this guy over here. Okay. So I don't think that this is going to show, because it's the other one's a 4 mil, so I don't really think that it's going to be a problem showing up on here at all. But just in case, we put some extra glue on, or some extra foam pieces on there. We'll put some extra foam on here, or extra glue on here. Plenty of foam everywhere already. I'm going to glue the edges too, so I can glue those together. Probably should have sanded that down, but oh well, I didn't. Alright, let's see if I can dry this and dry this. Get this guy down here. AMK, good to see you there. Happy Thursday for you. I hope your work day went well. Right now we are wrecking and cutting apart and fixing stuff I didn't like on the build so far. So wreck and destroy, wreck and repair. Yes, it is a happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We're probably going to have to put in some, yeah, seems typical. Yep. Seems like there's always something. It's like, oh, I didn't like that. Let's tear it apart and redo it. That's part of the... This is the way. Seems like this is the way. Put something together, you don't like it, take it apart, redo it. I already had to do the other side over again too, because I attached pieces and they weren't identically the same, and it was just really bugging me, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna fly. Okay, that's better. Glue in the inside there. I don't mind that. Once I get painted, no one will know. Now I can stick my arm through there. It's really tight fit, but that's okay. I don't mind it being a tight fit. There we go. But we are gonna put some extra foam on the inside of this once it gets all built, just to hold it in place. We're gonna put some open cell foam, which I'm gonna talk about on Creative Corner. It's either that or PVC pipe hole cutters. Because everyone wants to know how to make circles easily enough without a lot of expense of, like, I can't afford a laser cutter. And sometimes you just need a quick and dirty little circle for something. So PVC pipe cutters are usually a great way to do that. the PVC pipe things, cutting them out. Those are pretty good hacks. And they're so easy, I mean, you know, they're so easy to do. They're not a difficult thing to do, and they make great little circles. Alright, got those out. Throw that away. Alright, we're on to the next part here. I'm going to take this guy off because I don't need him right now, so I'm going to set him over there. So this is the piece, and on you know, my arm goes through it, and then there's another back piece that goes on there. That's the reason I took off the magnets, because once I get this back piece on, there's no way that it can open up, and it's kind of redundant to have magnets on there. So bye-bye magnets, and it fits well enough. It's going to fit on my arm just like that, which will be fine. It's just barely big enough to get my hand through. Just perfect. I do not mind that at all. And with the gloves on, once I get my arm through and I have the glove on it, the glove is going to go right up next to it. It'll look just fine. So what I'm going to be building are some points that are going to go on the back of it. And there's three pieces that go on the back. And I'm gonna build those today. I'm just looking at my phone. That's where I have all my reference. So if you want to see, that back piece there is what we're going to be building right there. I didn't have the photos loaded up, so I can't put them on there, but so the interesting thing about this back piece here is that it as it sits on my arm here, so as this guy sits on my arm, so like that, on the inside part there's going to be a cutout on the inside part, so my arm can actually bend into it, and it's going to come out over my elbow and down around and come back in. So again, it's this hexagon type piece on there. I mean, it's gonna match this almost exactly the same way as far as, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a bottom piece, or is it sitting here? There's a side piece up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's like almost exactly the same as what's on here, how many pieces there are. So it's gonna have except I think this bottom part is all gonna be, this is all gonna be flat, and then it'll come up. So it'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll have 8 sides on it, just like this does. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be building next. And again, I don't have this is all custom. I do not have a template for this. You will not be able to email me or contact me or DM me and go, can I get your pattern? Like, no, there is no pattern for this. This is all going to be custom build on this. Yeah, it's always fun when you get to the point where you can do some actual cosplay, doing some sewing and patterning. That'll be good. I'm anxious to see you start getting your build together. That'll be really fun to do, to see it come together. So what I'm going to do first of all when I'm doing this is do some basic measurements and some drawing, just so I kind of have an idea of where things are supposed to go. That's always like, that's my first thing, is just like, okay, let's draw some lines, let's draw a basic diagram on a piece of paper so I know where things are supposed to go. And I'm just gonna grab a little ruler here because that's what I'm gonna measure with. Okay, got a little ruler here. You may or may not have started it last night. There's no time like last night to start the cosplay. Last night, I got to bed like around 10:30ish. The night before was 2 a.m. because I was building stuff. And unfortunately, it had nothing to do with my costume. It was other commission jobs. And then yesterday, so I have two chainsaws that I'm building. Chainsaws like that one. And then somebody else from California contacts me and orders one that he needs by sometime next week or the 22nd or something. He's like, yeah, we're going to use it in the theater and I have a photo shoot with it. And it's just like, I'm a one-man production shop here. And I'm actually thinking about, on occasion, hiring somebody to come in and help make stuff. Because I've got I have a lot of orders right now. And little jobs out there. I've got that stuff I got to finish over there. I have to finish a chain. I got more. Oh, I got to pull off some resin prints today that have the little cones on them. Hopefully they're okay. Looking at them, maybe they might not be. Wow, it doesn't look like they turned out right. I hope they did. If they didn't, I'm going to be really angry at that. I have the cosplay to do. I got 3 chainsaws. I got some belt things I got to make. I got another mask to make. So much to do. Okay. So, MK, what part did you may or may not have started last night? All right, so this is going to be 3 inches. Okay, so we're going to start with a shape that's going to be 3 inches. Now let's go to the side camera so you can see here. So I'm drawing out here, I'm drawing. So 3 inches back on this side. So I can put 3 inches here. On the top, it's also going to be 3 inches. I think it's going to be 3 inches on the back too. Referring again to, I think it's 3 inches all the way around. I can't imagine it being more. Oh yeah, on the outside it does make on this outside piece here. Wow, it seemingly comes forward a long ways. It almost comes like way back in here and goes forward out to the elbow out here. And there's a big, on the side here, there's a big wing that comes out. So there's a big wing on the side here. So I think this side is going to be bigger. So this side on this front side here is like it goes. Well, maybe it doesn't. I think it does. I think it goes. Well, let's see if it. Oh, I think it's because it's. If I make this 3 inches here, out here, it does have to go back. So it's going to have to be like 5 inches in the back. Yeah, so the back piece. And where do I want it to? I think I want it to glue in the front here, so you're not going to be able to see it. And I don't have to worry about seams on here. You got all the pins in my fabric for the scarf I'm going to sew today, and I fabric painted some details on the pants I'm going to wear. Nice, nice. Yeah, I got the jacket and the white shirt. The jacket has some. Actually, I have to cut some holes in it and stuff like that, which I'm not happy with because it's a really nice leather jacket, or fake leather. And then on my pants, I've got to get. I got to put some parts on the pants too, glue on the pants. I'm not making a pair of pants. I did not make the jacket. Hey, Mrs. Smoke. Welcome in. You wore your merch today. Gave you a multiple shout out. So all of my peeps check you out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's appreciated. I almost didn't wear my shirt today because I have another cool shirt I wear sometimes, but I did wear it. All right, so this is gonna be 2 inches, and then it goes up 2 inches, so it goes this way 2 inches, and this is 2 inches here, and then it goes up, and then it has to go straight across. So it goes up and straight across for 2 inches. I'm going to say it's 2 inches on top, or is it farther? No, it's farther. It's more like, yeah, it's going to have to go like 2.5, 2 3/4. We're going to go 2 3/4 inches on top, and then the back side, it's going to come down. It goes on here. It's going to come down 1.5 inches. So this one is going to come down here, but this guy's going to go this direction out this way for 1.5. And then I'm running out of space to draw here on my piece of paper. You appreciate struggle not watching you. Told everyone you did crafting extra. Well, I tried it. Oh, okay. Dinner is important. Food is important. It is. I'm often doing that too. It's like, I gotta go cook dinner. Alright, and then this piece. Ooh, this piece, it comes down and it goes out at an angle. Oh, okay, so that's kind of cool. So we're just gonna go down, keep going down at an angle here, but this one's gonna go, so this is a 1/2 inch here, and then this is gonna, I think I'm just gonna have this gonna go out here for another 2 inches out. 2 inches out here. I can't even see myself. I have to look in the. I'll watch myself as I'm doing this. Kids think they need to be fed daily. What is that? What is that? Feeding your kids every single day, and not just once, but like multiple times. Okay, so let's see. It comes down. I'm gonna come down. Yeah. See, I don't think that's 1.5 inches. I don't know if that's gonna work. I think it's 2 inches. Yeah, so the top part is like, comes from down here. It's like 3 inches total. So this is like 3 inches here. Total coming around the edge, and then it's probably going to be another 3 inches back. So as it comes back, it comes like this, and then it goes back 3 inches on this side. Sorry if I'm mumbling, I'm just walking through this. 3 times plus 100 snacks all the time. You know, I've always thought, wouldn't it be nice if you could just like eat once and then like the next week not have to worry about it? I don't know what that is. Okay, so then this arrow, this is going to come back. So it's going to come out this way, and then it's going to come back. This is probably going to be one of those things where it's going to be. This is going to be a real test here to see how I can do this. I have no idea how. Oh, I'm going to just measure around. I have my measuring stick here, my measuring loop. So if you don't have one of these, you should make one. This is just a, what this is a piece of, this is like a piece of foam. I think this is like a 10 mil piece of foam here. Yeah, it's 10 millimeters thick, so it's like the generic foam I'm using. And keep mathing, yes. Measuring foam, and it's got little measurements on it. So you can see little measurement stuff on it. And so I use this, and I'm gonna use this guy to measure around the outside edge, sort of around here, so I kind of get an idea of how long this entire piece has to be. sort of, okay, so that's 13 right there. And it's going to be hard. I can't measure this around the outside here. Or I'm just going to have to kind of guess it. So it's like another 3 inches. Okay, so measure on the outside here, all the way around. And if I measure this around, it's 13 inches on the outside. And so, and then on the, if this is the same as this on the top here, it'll be add another 3 inches. So it's going to be 14, it's going to be 17 inches long. No, 16 inches long. So it's going to be 16 inches long. It's going to wrap around there. So let's start with that. Let's start with a piece that's going to be 16 inches long, and it's going to have to be like a total of it's going to be like a square that starts off. I think it's going to have to be like 6 inches long. Although I'm going to make it 7. So it's going to be, I'm just going to make a square like 7 by 17 inches. Cut it out here. So I need a longer measuring stick, I can tell that. I don't know where my long metal, oh, there's my longer metal one. I have one that's metal. I love the metal ones. Because you can cut on them and they don't cut you back. So I got a 24-inch one here, and so this is going to be 7 by 17, just for laughs and giggles to start with, and we'll see how it works out. And the really difficult part about this is the fact that I wish both arms were identical, but they're not. No, they're different. They're completely different looking, which is really a real pain that they're not identical. I wish they were identical. It'd be good. Okay, got a big piece of foam here. Big giant piece of foam. This is like the same width. This is like a, how thick is this? This is like 3/8 inch or something like that. So this is like I want to say 8 millimeters, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off. First thing I'm gonna do is cut off this leading crappy edge on here. Let's go this camera. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a little cutty on this crappy edge right here first and get this guy off. This guy's longer than 2 feet long. I didn't know he was that long, or that wide. And I can tell right now my knife is not sharp. I can tell that it is not cutting very well at all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sharpen up the old knife, Rooney. Alright, let's do that right now while we're talking here. Sharp knife only, yep. And give it a little sharpie here. Alright, so what did I say? 7 inches. So we'll go down and first one, this is such a big rough part here. I don't have to worry because I'm giving myself extra. Or did I give myself extra? Was the extra piece 7 inches? Now I'm going to put it back on my arm to check and make sure. So this is sitting here about like that. 7, I'm going to make it 7.5. That'll give me extra room. just in case. So I'm gonna make it 7.5. Yep, more sanding, 7.5. There's 7.5 right there. More sanding and yeah, sharp knife, 7.5. Okay, let's see if I did my sharpening knife correctly here. Let's see. A little extra. Just going to give some extra love. Okay, look at that. Did it. The sharp knife wins the day. There we go. Look at that big old piece of foam I've got there. Now I don't actually have a pattern. I have the PC foam here. So this is where it just takes a lot of visualization. Lots of visualization. And I know this isn't always easy for everybody to go, how is this gonna fit on your arm? I don't get it. Here's the other tricky part. If you can see this, it's not exact, it's at an angle here too. It's bigger on this part because of course my arm is thicker there. So as it comes down, it's not like an exact tube. It's got to be bigger on one end than the other. So that's going to be tricky. This may include some magic along the way. Magic. Some EVA foam magic. We'll see how this works. Okay, so if this is sitting here on this part here, oh, I see what's going to happen though. If I make this top part straight out here, and then this comes down around, maybe I can just make the bottom bigger and have the top come out a little straighter. That might work out. I'd really like to be able to make this one continuous wrap all the way around. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it'll work. It may end up being 2 pieces, but I really, really hope not. So I think what I need to do is start with the thickest point, which is gonna be about 7 inches. This is getting tired. Every time I put it on, it's a little tired. That glue is drying in there. Okay, so there's out. And so if that's like that, I'm gonna go out 7 inches. I'm gonna make the widest point 7 inches out, which is gonna be this flat part here. And what's the picture look like? I have to keep going back to my picture here. Wow. Maybe there's another way I can do this. Maybe there is a cut in the front. And I'm just going to put a seam on that side. Maybe I'm going to start on the top. This is kind of a challenging part here. But if I make this top part here, on the inside, it needs to be going to be like 2.5 inches long. This is really going to be challenging here. If I make this, I'm pretty sure it's like 2.5. Okay, so if that's the way, the direction it goes, I've already cut both of those sides. So the top is going to be 2.5, and it's going to be, how long did I say it's going to be at the top? 3 inches long. Three inches long. So it's going to go 3 inches. So 2.5, and then it's going to come down at an angle at about 2 inches. And then it's going to straighten out. It's going to come down and straight out. So, oh, this part in the back though, that wasn't, is that 3 inches too? So if I put this on here, yeah, that's 3 inches there too on the back side. I'm definitely gonna have to do something to get my arm in and out of there easier. But I think on the inside is where I want the seam to be, on the inside of my arm. Almost thinking maybe I should actually get a piece of paper. I'd have to add to the shape of it to make it work. So at some point down here, it's going to have to be clear out to 7 inches. And from 7, it's going to come in. This would be a lot easier if I didn't have these fins on here. Why did I put those fins on here? Maybe I can take the fins off, and that would be a little bit easier to put it in. Because it's going to go around the back side of the... It's going to go right around the back side, and the fins are going to slide into it. I mean, I could take the fins off. Why am I having to cut everything off here? I don't like this. Okay, not my favorite thing to do, but I've already been cutting this thing apart once. So, hey, why not just cut more of it? You know, just, yeah, we'll just slice it all up. Hello, Unusually Horrid. Thank you for rating. It's always fun to see everybody come in. We're right now. You caught me in the middle of cutting and destroying and wrecking now because the part I put on has to come off in order to put the next part on. I don't like that. Okay, but the outside is okay. It looks okay. I can glue it back together. I can fix this. Don't worry. I can fix it. Hope everybody's having a great day. So see, now I can kind of wrap this around here. Ha ha ha, yes. See, now I can wrap it around and I can get an exact measurement on this piece of foam here. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit easier. So we're gonna wrap. Well, it's maybe on my arm. No, I don't think that. If I put this, I got to get something solid around here though. Where's somebody with an extra arm? I need to wrap this, roll this so it's already. We're going to give it some wrappy wrap, a little bit of help here to figure out exactly dimensions on this. Okay, that's better. So we're looking at this right here, measurement wise. Okay, so that's, now I know how long it needs to be. I'm sure this is not how all the professionals do it. We're looking at 15, and if I make it 16 inches long, that'll be big enough to go around the entire thing. So we're gonna make it 16 inches long. You know, when I first did my measurements, I think 16 is what I thought it should be. So I am not off. I am not going crazy. All right. So this is the piece that's gonna go on the back side of here, on this arm piece. So now I can kind of figure out what size is gonna be what, because I kind of know exactly what it's gonna look like. So what I'm gonna do is, it's time for Creative Corner. I'm gonna show you guys here in Creative Corner a really fun little tool. So let me grab the tools and I'm going to show you some really fun ways of how to make circles. If you know, you're like, hey, I need to make exact circles, I'm going to do that for you here. And then we're going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy wound up, because I need it to be wound up. I need it to be wound up. Wound like a wabbit. Okay, I need to keep that like that for a few minutes. And then we're going to do Creative Corner here in just a second and show you some cool tools, some nifty tools I want to show you what it is. There it goes. Glove to the rescue in order to keep it round. Okay, give me a second to get right back here and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, welcome back. Welcome to Creative Corner. I'm going to show you guys today a really cool, quick tip here on how to make circles. And you can, you do not have to have anything fancy. You're limited, sort of limited on sizes, so it's not ultimate sizes. But what I have are PVC pipes that are different diameters. I have a variety of different diameters. So this is like 1 1/4 inch here. I have a couple of those. This is, I think, a 1-inch pipe here. No, this is 1 1/4 too, but that fits inside that one. So this one is an inside diameter. This is like a 1 1/2. Outside diameter is almost 1 1/2 inch. Anyways, you can pick the size of the PVC pipe that you want. And I've got some smaller ones here as well. So what I've done on these guys is I have filed down the ends of them. And now if you can see that, so they're sharpened slightly on the inside. This one goes to the inside. This one is sharpened to the outside. So you get two different diameters out of the same pipe, an inside and an outside diameter. And what you're gonna do is you've got your piece of foam, you've got your PVC pipe here. It's really simple. You just put it on the PVC and you gently twist it down into the foam. And voila, when you get down to the bottom side of it here, there it goes, got all the way through, you end up with a perfect little circle. Just like that. If you want the other part, which is inside the pipe now, you just pop it out. Now you have yourself a little round widget, whatever you want to use it for. And this will work on, so like right now I have two diameters of pipes. If I do the inside one, I can cut this guy out too. And it just takes a little bit of muscle and a little bit of patience to get through, but there's a little bit of a different diameter right there. So I got two diameters right there, which are really cool. And the fun thing about it is that they almost have a finished edge to them. They're almost like already pre-sanded. They're really smooth. And same thing with the little pieces inside that you cut off. They already kind of have a smooth edge to them when you cut them off. It's a great tool to be able to cut holes in things. And if they get dull, you can just take a piece of, your favorite sanding tool. I got my sanding sticks here, and you can just sand around the edges again and get them sharp again. Like any other cutting tool, you just want to keep them sharp. Now, the only tricky part is here, I have an inside and an outside, so this is a little hard on my hand, so it's not quite as forgiving as just a straight end, but wear a pair of gloves or something, and there you got a nice nifty little hole and a little widgety round piece that you can cut out. This is just, as long as you have a variety of different sizes of PVC pipe, you can cut holes to your heart's desire and find all kinds of uses for them. And you just keep cutting, pushing and cutting, and you got a little pop out the centerpiece, and you've got little holes that you can make for whatever need you have to. There's endless uses for these guys, for either making holes in things, or if you want just perfectly little round widgety things here. So PVC pipe to the rescue. They work tremendously well. They're super cheap. You go down to the hardware store, and literally for like a couple bucks, you can get 10 feet of this stuff. You don't need 10 feet of it, but a lot of times there's leftover pipe that people have already cut off, so they may give you little pieces. You may have some left over from a project you have. I just do that. As I'm making projects and making things, I'll just cut off little pieces and end up with all these cool little cutty tools for different projects that I'm working on. And then I've got a whole bunch of little holes that I can cut off stuff. Now, yes, we do have a laser, and that's easy, but sometimes you just need to cut a hole in something without putting it on the laser. You just want to cut a hole in something. So the PVC pipe cutting tool is certainly a very quick and effective way to make little holes, or to make your little round widgety things that you want to make. So anyways, cool little tip. Hope you like that. You can always watch all my Creative Corners at 5 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays here on Twitch TV/ZachLoves. And I'll see you next time. Keep being creative. Okay, we're back. So I don't know if you saw what I did. That was pretty funny, actually. I needed to keep that piece of foam in a circular pattern, and now I've lost it. It's run away. I don't know. Oh, there it is. But I didn't have something. Hey, Dwarf, good to see you. So I needed something quick to keep this in a circle, so make it. So I picked up one of my an extra glove sitting around, just so it'd stay circly here. So there's the circly part. This circly part is going to go right here on this edge here. Dwarf, I hope you're having a delightful afternoon. We're building some more stuff here. We're actually kind of tearing it apart, rebuilding it, tearing it apart. It's just a fun fest over here. All right, so this guy's, I need him to go down like, he's got to come down here at least like 3 inches. Because that'll give me 4 inches on the back side. I'm going to measure it again just to make sure. Measure twice, cut once, whatever it is. So 4 inches will put it out there. So this is a total of 7. So if I make it go 2 inches out, yeah, I think it's going to go 2. So it's going to go 2 inches out from that part right there. Talking to myself a lot here. It's like, all right, talk, math. Okay, so I know that it's going to go 2 inches out from right there. Just cleaned up your apartment a bit, and now it's cosplay time. Yes! I definitely need to clean off my shop area here too. It's a mess. I was up till Wednesday night till 2 a.m. in the morning doing projects for commission jobs. And I don't know if you can see it. I'll move it over here, but you can kind of see the mess that is on my workbench. It's all over the place. So yeah, it's just like mess everywhere. Mess everywhere. And I've got a bunch of stuff that's sitting over on the resin printer that I need to pull off. If I can get this guy cut, I'm going to pull it off the resin printer and show you guys the stuff I'm building over there. But for right now, I'm going to measure this. So that's in the center of this. So I want the center of this piece to be basically 6, 7. The center is going, I want the center on that side. So it's going to be, it's 16 inches long total. So it should be 8 and 8, right? Theoretically, I'm going to make it 8. So I'm going to have the widest part to be 8 inches here. So if this is the leading edge here, so it's going to go 8 inches out this direction. So one of the things that I have not been running yet, but I'm going to, is for those of you who are in an apartment and you need some glue to glue things with, I was gonna do a giveaway. I forgot to start it. Do you guys want to do a giveaway still? We've got time here. Let me know if you want to do a giveaway. I have some non-toxic barge and paintbrush stuff, silicone paintbrush that I was going to give away, and I totally spaced on it. You guys let me know if you want to do a raffle. We can do one, and I can send a raffle out to somebody. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind that at all. Okay, so this is going to be a total of 7. So I think I'm going to go out, clear out to this edge here. You know, it's 7.5. Why not just use the full width of it? So, Dwarf, is that a yes? Do you want to do a raffle to give away these things? Because we can do that. Yeah, okay. Let's do a raffle then. I got to go and figure out how to do my raffly things here. MK was around. Somebody was around to help me do a raffly thing here. I never remember how to do one. Let's see, do I go over here? I go, let's go down here. Nope. Content. I don't know. See, where is my one that does? I don't know. Wasn't there supposed to be? I got not rating, not that. I don't know. If MK comes around, if she figures it out, we'll do one here. Viewer, emotes, drop, streaming tools. Who knows? I don't know. I just run the stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Out. Okay, so where did I say it was 8 inches out, 2 inches here? So 2 inches here. And then it's going to come back to the top. Well, there's some place where I need to go, and I never remember where it is to do the stupid CloudBot thing. There's a CloudBot thingy on here someplace. I don't know where it's at. I thought it was on here where I could get to it easily, but who knows? Who knows? Oh wait, I know where to find it. I know where to find it. I have to go over here, and then I go up here, and then I go down here, and then I go over here, and then I go here, and then I go here. So it's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. Polls, timers, command, modules, names. Why is there not a giveaway? Views, here we go. Oh wait, okay, so here we go. You don't have any. So I have to do a new one. Current giveaway. Giveaway settings. Custom. Oh wait, here it is. You ready? There we go. Look at that. Subscribe to receive 2 bonus tickets. It's a cool raffly thingy. I'll show you what it is here. What I'm giving away here. So it's right here. Hang on. So if you want to enter into it, so I've got a this is barge low fume giveaway here, so you can see the side one, barge, and then I have this cool set of silicone brushes, sil glue brushes, 2-pack. So that's going away to somebody. So enter today, receive a ticket. Dwarf, you entered in. Let's see if we can get anybody else to enter in. Okay, so we go out 2, and then it's going to come back for 3. This is just so painful. Ugh. Okay, so it comes back this way for 2. At like some kind of an angle, which I don't know exactly what the angle is supposed to be like, but if this is here, I don't know, that's probably fine. So it comes back for 2, and then it's going to go across for 2. And then what does it do? Goes across for, oh, it says 2 3/4. Really, 2 3/4? Yeah, it's more than 2. So I'm gonna pay 2.5. So we're gonna go out 2.5 here. And then, that doesn't seem right though. That doesn't seem right if it goes out, if it only goes out that far. Oh, but maybe it is. Okay. It's just foam. What can I say? So it comes down and then it's gonna go back out. So it probably almost goes back out